Aquí estamos visitando a abuelito.
Estamos visitando a abuelito.
Vamos a limpiarle sus hojas.
Vamos a limpiar sus hojas de aquí.
Y vamos a instalarle unas lucecitas.
Pues
También le vamos a limpiar las hojitas a tía Lucía y a tío Chano.
Sí.
Ok. También sí, vamos a una limpieza para que se vea bonito aquí, ¿ok?
Sí.
Ok. Ahí ¿dónde quieres poner el pavo?
Oh, ahí pone el pavo.
¿Dónde? A ver, pon el pavo. Ahí pónselo ahí.
Allí,
¿Dónde se lo quieres poner, abuelito?
Allí.
Ajá, ¿dónde lo quieres poner? ¿Aquí enseguida del angelito o aquí adelante?
Allí.
Ok. Vamos a pónselo así, ¿ok? Así. El caballito aquí. Y el monito aquí. Ok. Oh, se cayó el monito.
Así que un caballo.
Un caballo. Ahí está.
Yeah, where did it go?
¿Viste?
Wow! It looks so beautiful.
Dile, hola abuelito, llegamos a traerte unas lucecitas y ponerte un pavito para el día de pavo, de Thanksgiving. Sí. ¿Quieres decirle algo, abuelito?
Sí. Ok.
Dile, te extrañamos, abuelito.
Te extrañamos, abuelito.
Te queremos mucho y nunca nos olvidamos de ti.
Sí.
Y te trajimos unas cosas para que disfrutes los días de estos del día del pavo.
El pavo.
Y gracias por todo.
Gracias por todo.
Todos te extrañamos
Te extrañamos.
y te queremos.
Te queremos.
Mándale un beso. Dale, abuelito, mándale un beso. Dale high five, dale high five. Dale, el thumbs up así, dale. con este. Good job. Just here paying tribute to my dad. I'm gonna give him this. It's part of success that I've had with the CRX. Not crazy numbers, but the fastest I've been in it and all motor setups. What's up, Milan?
4, 5,
So just I'm gonna get this laminated and leave it here for him as like I said, success for the build that I've done and all I've learned in the past. And still learning, so
9, 10.
my dad deserves this. So
11, 12, 13, 14.
we're here
Put
to
here.
say thanks to Grandpa
That's a grandpa.
for everything he's done for us. We know you're watching,
What?
and anyone who has passed away, or anyone out there, friends, family, everyone's watching. Just keep doing what you're doing, pushing as always. So don't never forget about the past. So this time slip goes for my dad. Not a crazy time slip, but it's the best time for the CRX. It's a little something of what's coming. So this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Es solamente el comienzo. Dale thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Ahora sí. What up? What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've made a video. So I'm here with the CRX. I'm going to be taking this right front wheel off because I haven't driven the car for like 4 or 5 months already since winter came around. So one thing I noticed that the right front wheel got really hot. So pretty much the caliper seizing up. So I'm going to go ahead and just replace the caliper. Don't really want to just drive it. I mean, it seems fine now, but I still don't want it to be seizing up later on, just acting up here and there. So I'm just going to replace it and have at it. So Milancito is going to be helping me out, right? ¿Vas a ayudar? Okay. When your car's all fixed up? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take this wheel off and take the caliper off and just inspect whatever was wrong. I'm sure the caliper just seized up, like I said. And we'll go from there. I pretty much maintenance the brakes myself at least once a year. Make sure they move freely, the slide pins move freely. But like I said, the car's been sitting for at least... You're funny. So the car's been sitting for at least, like I said, 4 or 5 months. And so just the caliper just seizing up. So time to replace it. So right now I'm just going to look at it because these brakes are not stock HF or SI front brakes. I believe they're out of 91 Civic. So we're just gonna make sure that the right calipers, and I'm gonna go ahead and order it up and take it off so I could return it for a call return and all that. Turn the other way, left. That way, up. Keep going, you got it. It's almost there. You got it. It's almost there. It's got those extended lug studs, that's why.
There you go.
Good job. Oh, it's almost there, still there. You can do it by hand. Quizás con la mano?
Oh, okay.
Okay, should be there. Go the other way, turn the other way, left. Lefty loosey, remember lefty loosey. Keep going, you got it. It's almost there, Don't give up, keep going. More turns. 5 more turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 more. Oh, more. It's almost there. Don't get tired. Go. Yeah, you got it. Good job. Whee! Give me 5. Whee! Yep, so now we gotta hit the tire. Watch, wanna see it? Watch. No. See that?
Ooh.
Now we can take the tire off. Okay, it's really light. I'll take it out with one hand. Now we're gonna put the tire underneath the car for another safety. So in case the car ever falls, it falls in the tire. Okay, look at those extended studs, so really long studs. So that's why it took so long to take it off. So obviously, it moves nice and smooth. So I'm pretty sure it's just the actual caliper seized up. I'm just gonna pretty much remove this one piece here, the caliper part where the piston's at. It's 12 millimeter here. Just loosen it up. Milan testing the camera over here. There's a bolt. They should be able to lift up. Maybe with a screwdriver.
Hey.
You're fun, you're silly. I bet. Let's pry it open with a screwdriver. Like that. Upwards. Sweet. There you go. Make sure the pads are not seized. You're good. So the calipers are here. Well, maybe. Slide pin seems kind of stiff. So I tried compressing the piston. Obviously it's not all the way in right now. You can see it's sticking out a little bit. I tried compressing it back in with these pliers here. They're not even budging. I tried doing it with both hands, but it's stuck in this position here, just literally stuck. So I'm just gonna remove all the brakes, service all of them again, and replace this actual right front caliper. As you can see, this slide pin. Oh, this one should be maybe moving freely. Get all the slide pins, gotta free them up. Pretty much I'll take all the brakes apart, lift the whole car up, take the wheels off, take the brakes apart, and just clean them, lubricate them, and make sure everything is moving freely, and get ready for April 18th for the next Import Wars event for drag racing. Here we go. There it is, all installed. Clean the actual pad, face of the pad. Didn't show that, but I'll show the other process. This is the new caliper installed, letting it gravity bleed right now. We drop this, it's going down. Just put the spacers here to keep the actual rotor centered when I install the bracket and the actual caliper, because otherwise it's like getting tilted a little bit. It's a lot easier when you have it centered. So make sure if you ever gravity bleed it, to have the master cylinder cap off and enough brake fluid in there, and then leave the cap off. Helps bleed it a lot better, faster. And then make sure everything's tight. I already bled it, made sure no more air bubbles are coming out of the actual bleeder. After I bled it for like maybe 2 minutes just to make sure everything's all good, because usually you're just bleeding this area here. Any air that's in the caliper itself, maybe a little bit in the line, but not really. But once you see air bubbles stop coming out in the bleeder, just tighten it up. It should be all good. It's nice and moves nice and freely now. And then gotta service the right rear side, and I'm gonna service the brakes. I mean, they move freely right now. You see they move freely. As long as they move freely, nothing's seizing up. Slide pins move freely. Bottom one, small brake pads off 91 CRX SI. baby pads. The Hawk pads, red. Anyways, slide pins. This moves in and out, as you can see. This one's seized right here, so I just gotta heat it up right here. Expand the metal here, and then I'll let this slide pin slide out. I mean, you just gotta kind of wiggle it with a vice grip up and down, and then slide it outward, and then it should come out. There it is, sliding out. Rusty bolts. Clean it up, lube it up, and clean the inside of the actual bracket. It should be good to go. So what you do really is clean the glaze of the face of the pad here, and clean the contact points of the actual pad here, here, and there, or just here. I mean, lubricate them, and then put it back in the bracket. Make sure it slides nice and smoothly in and out. So that's good. And then I'm gonna clean, like I said, the rust off this slide pin here. Make sure it slides in and out of the bracket itself. So there's a slide pin, nice and clean. Just gotta add some lubricant on there, some grease, then put it on the actual bracket here. Make sure it goes in and out smoothly, rotates. Nice. Pretty much that's what I'm gonna do, is just clean all the brake pads and lube everything, make sure everything moves freely, you know, less resistance down the quarter mile, especially on an all-motor basic build. Better, you know, for it to move freely and no resistance, like I said. And just maintenance, you know, since the car sits for a while. Has been sitting for like 6 months now, so there it is. Moving freely, the front wheel, rear wheel. There you go. Other wheel. There you go. This one as well. Make sure they all move freely. There you go. So there goes the brake servicing for the CRX here. Just pretty much clean up the brakes, lubing up the slide pins, and make sure everything moves freely so the car moves a lot easier down the track. So turn the wheel, make sure none of them are like actually hard to turn the wheel by itself. So it's pretty easy to service your brakes. Just take them apart, you know, visual inspection. The main thing is rotate the wheel by itself and make sure it moves freely. Other than that, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Just clean, lubricate, and make sure it moves freely when you're all done. So as I showed you guys here, so said April 18th is a week and a half away. So for Import Wars at Great Lakes Dragway, we're gonna try to hopefully get some decent times. I think the class I'm gonna try to enter is like 13.99 or faster. It's a bracket class, I guess. I don't know how they're gonna make it up, but whatever. I'm just gonna go and try to make my best pass. Maybe like a 12.7, 12.8, whatever. Try to be my 12.8 pass, but I'll probably tell them like the car runs like 13, so maybe I'll run the car try to keep it running 13s just to see if I could win that class. If not, you know, what it is. I'll try to get a better pass than my last year 12.8 pass. So well, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys at the track for the next video. So see ya.
We're driving the CRX out today.